Manu Kone. Again, every French outfield player inside the Paraguay half. Ball chipped over the top, it's just too strong. Barcola had drifted in behind that back five, but the little chipped boy stayed onside as well. Beautifully timed run, but it was just too strong over his head and out for a goal kick, which Orlando Gill of FC San Lorenzo, all in bright orange, will take this goal kick for Paraguay. A lot of the fans using flags and programs as makeshift fans. Long kick downfield. Header goes up in the air from Diego Gomez, the Brighton midfielder, but again, France win it back, but then give it away. Now then, Paraguay have it inside the French half, and they've drawn a free kick out of Manu Kone. And so this is what I'm talking about. These are the opportunities that Paraguay will only, that they will be looking for. It was Matias Galaza of Atlanta United, plays his football in the MLS, and it is largely an MLS midfield for Paraguay. Almiron also plays for Atlanta, and Andreas Cubas plays for the Vancouver Whitecaps, the Canadian side. So free kick, and a bit of respite here for Paraguay inside the French half. Former Newcastle man Miguel Almiron standing over the ball, but he's not the man who takes it. It's hammered down into the penalty area, but it's headed away by Upamecano. Now then, Elise goes roaring down that far right-hand side. They have pace to burn, this French side, and now Elise has been poleaxed over on the far side, and the referee just gestures to him to get up, and would you know it, he gets up very quickly after going down very theatrically. I think Mr. Tavishev has made his thoughts very clear that he will not be taking any nonsense this afternoon. Now then, here's Koundé. Elise over on this far side, two men on him. Back to Koundé, back to Elise over on the far side. Tries to play the ball for the run round the back, and then there's a foul by Elise on the edge of the Paraguay penalty area, and it will be a free kick to Paraguay. As has been consistent with the French games, a certain Arsène Wenger up in the stands, the former Arsenal manager, of course, a FIFA ambassador. But he's always here to cheer on his country. The referee is telling Orlando Gill to get on with it and take the free kick. Again, Mr. Tantashev taking no nonsense. Now then, Paraguay have the ball inside the French half, but again, they're crowded out. But the ball does come over to this near side. And then, well, I don't know who that was meant to be for. It was played down this right flank by Caceres, but it just goes out for a goal kick. There's nobody there to take it on. And goal kick taken quickly by Minen. So 14 minutes gone. Paraguay 0, France 0. No real opportunities so far, but as you would expect, France have totally dominated possession. Haven't seen the stats, but it must be around 90%. It's got to be. And they have it again with Dembélé over on that far side. Again, they're doubling up on the wide players. But there's just threats from all over the pitch. Upamecano, and then it comes out to Barcola on this near side. Onto his right foot, he comes infield, then a little drag back into the area, then it comes to Digne. He whips a great cross in, but it's, well, I say great cross, straight into the arms of Orlando Gill. But they're being made to work hard here, the French, as we knew they would be. A low block in place by Paraguay. Almiron plays the ball in field, gets it back, then sends it back to Caceres. He plays it down this right flank, but Saliba puts it out for a throw-in before Enciso could get to it. And the ball being held up in the air by Gustavo Alfaro, the Paraguay manager. Vastly experienced. And throw-in now for Paraguay. Caceres with the long throw down this right flank, but again, Enciso just can't find a way through, just ran into Saliba there, who wouldn't let him pass. And Koundé now just trots casually with the ball back into the Paraguay half, and normality, it seems, is resumed. Dembélé plays the ball to the edge of the area. That's a nice little turn there by Olise, but he couldn't get it out of his feet, and then it's headed back by Junior Alonso to the keeper Orlando Gill. A low drilling goal kick, but it sails over the head of Enciso, who's looking frustrated already, all the way through to Mainen on the edge of his area, who releases it quickly. Now here's Kone. This is Adrien Rabiot of AC Milan. Field to Kone. Long ball down that left-hand side for the run there into the penalty area of Kylian Mbappé, but it sails over his head and out for a goal kick. And despite all the possession that France have had, and it has been complete domination, they've not really created a big opportunity for them yet. They know what they're up against here. They know that Paraguay are just going to make it as difficult as they can. And that's, you know, the defenders, that's why they have to remain switched on, because they're not really going to have to do a lot of defending today. But they have to be aware of a counter at any time, because that's what Paraguay will look to do. But they've got themselves a corner again, France over on the far side. Michael Olise, his cross was blocked by Omar Alderete. France take the corner quickly and short, and then very carelessly give it away. That was really poor from Dembélé. Just played it into the penalty area. It went straight to Galazara. He was just waiting for it. Here's Alderete. Ball played out to that far side now. This is Junior Alonso of Atletico Mineiro. And he wins a throw-in off the chest of Jules Koundé. Didier Deschamps not got out of his seat yet. He'll remain calm. He knows what to expect from this game today. He saw it with Germany. And Paraguay with the low block. Now there's a foul here by, well, there's a card come out as well. It was a pretty bad challenge from Bradley Barcola on Juan Caceres. And the Paris Saint-Germain winger has gone into the book. Yeah, ooh, come down on his foot there. Went to go for the ball, missed it completely, and ended up kicking the foot of Caceres, who's really felt that. He's flat on his back at the moment. Wasn't anything particularly nasty, just mistimed it. But he's gone into the referee's notebook, Bradley Barcola. 19 minutes gone here in Philadelphia. Still Paraguay 0, France 0. You're listening to an independent, studio-based off-tube commentary of this last 16 game. And don't forget, you can follow this match on your local, regional and national TV broadcaster. So it will be a free kick to Paraguay, just inside the French half. And it'll be these moments that they'll be looking to make the most of, because this is what they're reduced to, and will be. In fact, they've moved the free kick back. It's just inside their own half. And Miguel Almirón places the ball down, literally about 6 inches behind the halfway line. So Almirón, left-footed, chips it down this near side, but oh, again, what a waste. Straight out of play, over the head of Diego Gomez, and out for a throw-in on this near side, which Luca Dean will take. Well, they're not any opportunities, Paraguay, but they're going to have to do better than that. That was a really poor effort from Almirón. The throw-in for France, this near side, ball put out of play by Gomez. Luca Dean, yeah, will take it once again. Back to Mainen, who quickly releases Koundé, who again goes unmolested all the way up to the halfway line. Kone. Now Saliba. Comes out to this near side again to Barcola. He's doubled up on and they pinched the ball there. That was good work. Almiron has it. Sends it back to Velázquez. Long ball downfield. And Ciso can't control it. Goes back to the halfway line. Paraguay then win the second ball. But it's hacked downfield. It could have maybe been a handball by Saliba, but he's lost the ball. And as they play the ball in field, he just couldn't quite control it there. Galaza. And it spun off his boot into the path of Upamecano, and now France have it with Dembélé over on that far side. Now, edge of the penalty area, works it infield to Manu Kone. He tries a left-footed drive, but he skews it wide of the left-hand post. Did that take a deflection? I'm not sure. We are approaching hydration break time, and I'm sure the crowd won't begrudge that today. It is extremely warm. Now, they did take a deflection, so it is a corner for France on this near side. Ousmane Dembélé whips the ball in towards the near post, but it's headed away by Gomez. France have it once again with Luca Digne. Dembélé floats the ball back up to the edge of the centre circle, chested down by Kone. Now, Jules Koundé. Saliba. Again, every French outfield player inside the Paraguay half. This is Lise. Whips the ball in left-footed, good clearing, glancing header out. It's gone for another corner. Again, it was Gustavo Velázquez. They are defending manfully here, Paraguay. And so far, so good. So it's another corner again on this near side. Both arms raised by Ousmane Dembélé. Not quite got his delivery spot on yet. This one goes all the way to the back post. That was even worse. It floats out for a goal kick as Mbappé couldn't get to it. And I think that's going to be the hydration break now as we come up to 23 minutes played. The shadows are lengthening across the pitch, which I'm sure the players will be delighted about. Nearly half the pitch in shade now as they come across for this hydration break. It's all been France. It really has. But the key point about this is they've not really created an opportunity of any note at all at the moment to trouble Orlando Gill. And Paraguay's game plan, if you can call it that, is working. They knew the way they're set up to defend, because they know they can't go at France, because France are just too skillful, too quick. And they would absolutely tear them apart if they went gung-ho, Paraguay. So they know what they have to do to stand the remotest chance in this game. And so far, they're frustrating the French. And it's up to the superstars of this French team to break them down. I think the key is for France this afternoon, they just have to show patience. That's the key word. They have to be patient and not allow themselves to start making rash choices and silly mistakes. Whereas Paraguay, they will just defend and defend and defend and hope that they can get a counter-attack, or more likely a set piece, which they've not really taken advantage of yet. They've had a couple, but they've not really used them. And Ciso, well, I'm sure he's probably wishing he brought his knitting or something, because he's barely had a sniff. He's not really had much to do. But thankfully for the players, at least, as I say, the shadows are now starting to encroach across the pitch. Almost half of the pitch now in shadow as the sun moves round. But as always, a great atmosphere inside this Philadelphia stadium. It's a sea of red, white and blue. And they do like the music breaks as well while the players are taking on drinks, which they have now done. The French players making their way back on to the playing surface, as are the Paraguay side. Both managers have had their say. I'm sure as far as Gustavo Alfaro is concerned, I'm sure it's just keep doing what you're doing, lads. Let's see where it takes us. I'm sure Didier Deschamps is telling his players just to be patient. The chance will come. Excuse me. So it will be a free kick to Paraguay. Sorry, a goal kick to Paraguay, as that corner went out of play just before the hydration break. Orlando Gill places the ball on the edge of the 6-yard area, waves all his players downfield. Can they make this ball stick in the French half, even for a little while? Long punt downfield, left-footed by the keeper, but it's headed back downfield, but out for a Paraguay throw by Adrien Rabiot. There'll be a throw into Paraguay, just shy of the halfway line on this near side. Juan Cáceres with the man to take it. Booming throw down towards the edge of the area, but well, Upamecano there allowed it to bounce over him and then tried to shield it away from Enciso, and Maignan came out just in time to get to it before the Brighton man. It's the first time they've had it inside the French penalty area, but now France come roaring back at them here, but Kone has been dispossessed halfway inside the Paraguay half. Now then, Almiron, score. This is a good run down the near side, but he needs help here. Gets it to the edge of the penalty area. Left-footed, chips the ball across the pitch, but it only finds the head of Koundé. His header goes straight to Andrés Cubas. And now Paraguay coming forward here for the first time. They try a shot along the floor. It was mishit, and then a second effort from Gomez is put even further wide. But that's the first time they've been down this end of the field and have actually got a shot away. It was a terrible one, but it's a shot all the same. So maybe in that hydration break, maybe, just maybe, Senor Alfaro maybe told his men, look lads, you know, let's try and be a little bit positive here. Let's not forget that. We can't just sit back the entire game as Barcola takes that ball out of play for a goal kick to Paraguay. But that was certainly more positive from the South American side. Because, as I said, if they want to, you know, pull off the shock of all shocks, they can't just sit back for the entire 90 minutes. They've got to try and do something at the other end of the field, but obviously not leave themselves exposed. Ball now back at the feet of Maignan. As France just play at a ridiculous tempo. It's already inside the Paraguay half. This is Dembélé over on the far side. Nicks a nice ball infield. Elise now inside the penalty area. Now Dembélé across the face of the 6-yard box. He took a little deflection, but Cáceres gets to it before it goes out for a corner. Hammers it downfield, but it just goes straight to William Saliba. Now Adrien Rabiot. Now then, here's Barcola, edge of the penalty area. He's forced infield, but he loses the ball there. That was good work from Paraguay. One of their players has been fouled, and it will be a free kick to the South. It's Almiron who's gone down under the challenge. And as we come up to the half-hour mark, it will be a free kick to Paraguay. And again, it's Barcola involved. Remember, he's already been booked. Just got his legs tangled. Now then, France, yeah, they just took a little nick for that ball through across the edge of the 6-yard box from Dembélé. They did well to tidy that up, Paraguay. And they've won themselves a free kick about 10 yards outside the penalty area. Almiron's back up on his feet, and the keeper Orlando Gill will be the man to take this. Long punt downfield. Now, can they get the ball under control? Gomez's header goes into the area, and then a foul comes in there on Manu Kone, but the referee, yes, he has blown for it. So yet again, briefest of moments inside the French half for Paraguay. Free kick taken, as always, very quickly. You like to get on with it, France. This is Dembélé over on that far side. Koundé. Now then, Michael Elise. Look to cut in here. There's a little overlapping run by Koundé, but he's overrun it now. Dembélé, cross into the area. Oh, and that was a good chance. Oh, Mbappé, edge of the 6-yard box, and he just didn't get his head on it. He just squeezed in between two centre-halves there, the French captain, and they just did enough to put him off. And it just went behind him in the end. That's the best opportunity. I think it's going to be a corner. Must have taken a little nick on the way through. No, actually, no. Yeah, they've taken it quickly. Ball back up now, and Ciso has won it on the halfway line. But he runs into Upamecano, who blocks it, and it goes out for a Paraguay throw inside the French half. Just over 31 minutes gone. Paraguay 0, France 0. You're listening to an independent, studio-based off-tube commentary of this last 16 game. And don't forget, you can follow this match on your local, regional or national TV broadcast. A long throw downfield by Paraguay, but again it's disappointing. Goes over the head of Enciso and out for a goal kick, which Mainan, as always, doesn't take any time in getting on with it. Short goal kick from the edge of his 6-yard box, and already France inside the Paraguay half. Saliba, now Upamecano. Everyone in the Paraguay half once again. Dembélé tries to feed it infield, but it's a poor ball which is intercepted. But Paraguay now being forced all the way back to the byline, and the clearance downfield only goes to the feet of Upamecano on that far side. Now Kone, this is Dembélé, little ball infield. Oh, brilliant dummy from Elise, and it goes all the way through, and a long-range shot from Rabiot from 30 yards out, but he's blazed it over the bar. It was a very clever bit of play there. Glorious little dummy there from Elise. The Paraguay defender sell himself completely. And the left-footed strike from Adrien Rabiot. It went as straight as a die. It was climbing all the way. Now Paraguay have won themselves a free kick. Saliba with the foul on Enciso. And this is a good opportunity now. This is in centre field, and it's halfway inside the French half. There's a little tug on the shirt, and Ciso made a complete meal of it, I have to say. But he's won his side a free kick. They have to be good at these today. They have to get these right. And so far they haven't. Most of the players now camped on the edge of the French penalty area. Mainan barking the orders, ball whipped in, but he's off his line and plucks that ball out of the air comfortably. And again, well, he didn't like the attention he got there, Mainan, and the referee quickly up in the face of the French keeper saying, oi, oi, knock that off. As Mainan there was going after Alderete. Again, it's a disappointing delivery, just floated too far. Have to make better use of those. Rabiot, now Lucadinha down this near side. Square ball in field. Mbappé, lovely turn to get away from his man, and he was tugged back. And then Mbappé raises his hands there, and the referee in very quickly to hold Mbappé back, and now it's really kicking off. All the players are involved now. Not really sure what happened there, but something happened to make Mbappé react the way he did. And now there's all kinds of pushing and shoving going on. All the players involved. But the referee came across very quickly there to defuse that. But Mbappé there reacted. He certainly raised his hands to that challenge on him. I'm not sure, we'll have to have another look at it. But then, once the referee... Well, it was a tug on the shirt there by Kubas. And then Mbappé just shoved him away. Well, there's not really much in that at all. Kubas put his hands on Mbappe's chest, and Mbappé just returned the gesture and pushed him away. Mbappé now has got a huge smile on his face, and then all of a sudden it all kicked off, and now everything's okay again. That was bizarre. Upshot is, good opportunity for France now. 28 yards out. This free kick to the left of the posts. Whipped in towards the back post by Elise, and almost an own goal there. And they've headed it out for a corner. It went into the 6-yard box there. The Paraguay defender, I think it was Alderete, trying to defend it, sent it across the face of his own goal, and it was finally put out at the back post. Dembélé with the corner towards the back post. It's headed out and then it's volleyed back in by Koundé, but he couldn't get any power on it. Goes all the way through on the full to Orlando Gill. 36 minutes. Got another Paraguay player is down now in the penalty area. Let's have a look at this. Well, the shot came in from Koundé, but he hit it into the floor. So it sat up very kindly for Gill. And then a Paraguay player just decided to fall to the ground. I'm really not sure what happened there. Just looking at that dangerous clearance across the face of goal. Either way, it's a free kick to Paraguay inside the penalty area. Still none the wiser why that player was down. Didier Deschamps now up on his feet, arms folded. Gill with the long punt downfield. It's headed away by Saliba, but Paraguay managed to get the second ball here. Foul by Kone, but the referee says no, it wasn't. Play on. And now Koundé will come forward at speed. Finds Dembélé over on that far side. Edge of the area now. Tries to feed it in again, but his passing has been poor today. Can't pick out Mbappé. Hammered downfield. Turned back to Mainan, who's well out of his area. He floats the ball up here for Upamecano. And Saliba. Kone. Little flick round the corner there, but Elise was dispossessed. But then Enciso is chopped down on the halfway line. He stayed down, but the referee waves play on. Elise, well, he's careless there. He loses the ball. France have been a little bit sloppy today. They're finding it difficult to break Paraguay down. Now Almiron, ever enthusiastic, goes roaring down this near side, gets the ball to the edge of the penalty area here, and there's a foul. No foul on Gomez. He just took the ball down near the corner flag but couldn't keep it in play. That was a bit sloppy. Also, goal kick France, taken unbelievably quickly again, and already it's at the feet of Dembélé, who's at the edge of the penalty area. France player's gone down off the ball. Ball floated across the face of goal by Dembélé, and again it's Mbappé who's gone down, holding his chest. He was making a run off the ball here. Oh, I'm not seeing that again here. He makes a run. Well, I'll say this. Galaza sort of sticks out an arm. Excuse me, I do apologise. But Mbappe's gone down as if he's been, like, punched in the face. And he's not. It's starting to get a bit salty out there. Let's just put it that way. And referee, Mbappé still trying to talk to him. The upshot is it's a corner for France. We've had so many now, but Dembélé's delivery has been pretty poor. And again, it's a corner on this near side. And again, he tries to go to the back post, and again, it's too far. And it's headed out for a goal kick by Mbappé. And you can clearly see that France here are starting to get frustrated. They really are. They're trying a few dark arts now that, you know, we've already seen a flashpoint in this game. There was an arm round Mbappé there at the back post, but he makes the most of it there under the challenge from Caceres, but he's chunnering away here, Mbappé, to one of the Paraguay players. It is getting very nasty out there. They are chipping away at each other, the players, and France are clearly rattled here. They're getting frustrated. And Enciso wins that looping ball on the edge of the area, but he's been penalised for a foul and he's fuming. Free kick France. 40 minutes gone here in Philadelphia, still 0-0. You're listening to an independent studio-based off-tube commentary of this game. And don't forget, you can follow this on your local, regional and national TV broadcaster. I'm Joe Mills, thank you for your company. This game is hotting up now. It's going to be very interesting because France, despite their uber possession, they've had easily 90% possession, I would say. They've not really fashioned anything from it, and they are getting frustrated now. and it's starting to boil over. That's a good looping ball round the back there for the overlapping run of Koundé, but his cross is blocked by Alderete of Sunderland, and it will be another corner for France. Dembélé over on the far side, dummied to take it himself, but it will be off the left foot of Michael Olise, in swinging corner. Dembele's corners have been pretty awful so far. Here's Olise now, whips the ball in, punched away by Gill. Only comes out as far as Koundé, edge of the area. He tries a cross into the area, but it's blocked. Here's Digne now on this near side, left footed. That's a poor ball into the area, and it's pounced upon by Gill on the edge of his 6-yard box, and a long overarm throw downfield, headed down by Enciso. And now Paraguay have the ball just shy of the halfway line. And now Enciso's gone down in the centre circle. Ball played over the top, but it's going to evade the run there of Diego Gomez all the way through to Mainan, who within the blink of an eye has released the ball again, and already France are up to the halfway line. It is absolutely relentless. But it's 0-0, 42 minutes on the clock. Dembélé, not for the first time, his pass is blocked, and it goes out for a French throw, which Dembélé takes quickly. Rabiot, now Olise. This is Upamecano. Again, every French outfield player inside the Paraguay half. Out to Dembélé on this far right-hand side. He's getting no joy down there at all, doubling up on him. Now Olise. And, well, he almost loses the ball there. It comes back to Upamecano, floats it back out to Dembélé on this far side. Again, they double up on him, gets a return ball. It's a poor one from Koundé, but they've got themselves a throw-in out of it anyway. They are growing more and more frustrated, France. This team of superstars just can't break Paraguay down at the moment. This is Luca Digne. Mbappé on this near side. Plays the ball into centre field to the feet of Deo Upamecano. Now here's Manu Kone. Tries to wheedle his way through and tries a shot from 25 yards out, but like most of them today, it's gone high over the bar. And that's what France are reduced to at the moment. Long-range efforts, and they're not getting them on target. Paraguay, well, they'll be delighted with this so far. Food for thought for Didier Deschamps, who sat back down, wondering how his side can break this stubborn Paraguay resistance down. He'll be tempted to make some changes. I doubt it at half-time, but the bench that he's got is an incredible one, it has to be said. As they trot it forward now with Upamecano. Might be a case, you know, of reverting to maybe get someone like Mateta on there and get a big lump of a target man. Just try something a bit different for Mbappé to play off. Because at the moment, Paraguay are keeping France at bay. Maybe just need to change the tactics a little bit, because Dembélé has lost the ball over on that far side. He's getting no change at all. Dembélé out there. They're marking him out of the game, blocking all his passes. And, well, Paraguay, now then, they've won the ball there, second effort. Now they can come forward, but that's a poor ball looking for Enciso, who's on the shoulder there of Upamecano, and that pass wasn't strong enough to get past for him to run onto. But there are little signs of Paraguay starting to get into the French half. Anyway, here's Mbappé now, inside the final 30 seconds of normal time. Tight to the touchline on this left-hand side, shadows lengthening across half of the pitch now. Here's Rabiot. Again, Paraguay just sitting in their low block in their defensive shape. Ball played to the edge of the area. Rabiot gets the second effort, tries a long-range shot, takes a big deflection and squirts through to Orlando Gill. And now we're into added time, of which we'll have 3 minutes, which was the duration of the hydration break. So kick out of the hands by Gill, but it's straight to the head of Koundé, heads it down to the halfway line, picked up by Kone. Now Michael Olise, and to Bradley Barcola on this near side, has to come in field with it. Now Manu Kone, There's Koundé over on the right. Back infield it comes to Koné. Oh, back heel, but it's gone straight to Julio Enciso. That was a bit careless there. Now Enciso being forced all the way out to that far side by Upamecano, but he still has the ball. The Strasbourg striker, and he's won his side a throw-in near the corner flag. Or has he? He can't believe it. He thought he had. He was whipping up the fans, and now he's got his head in his hands because Mr. Tantashev says that the last touch did come off him, and he's correct, it did. It did come off Enciso. So it will be a throw-in to France near the corner flag, which they've taken quickly. Ball is now over on this near side with Luca Digne. And now France have it on halfway with Michael Elise. 90 seconds remaining in this first half. Still 0-0. Here's Rabiot. Let's see, ball infield to Elise, 30 yards out from the Paraguay goal. Good nudge ball to Koné. Now back to Digne on this near side. But he's forced to send the ball back up to the halfway line to the feet of Saliba. Now Koné squares it across to Koundé. Again, every French outfield player in the Paraguay half. Dembélé has come off that right-hand side and he's taking a more central role. They've got themselves another throw in France over on that far side. They do have to switch it around, I think, here and just try something a bit different. Mbappé's moved over a bit to that right-hand side. Dembélé has moved more central. He's getting no joy at all. Dembélé down that side. Now Upamecano. Final 30 seconds here. Rabiot, little chipped ball, but it's poor. Paraguay players just let it sail through. And out for a goal kick. Well, it's a conundrum. Germany struggled. And France are struggling. Despite having 90-odd% possession, they cannot break this stubborn South American resistance down. And like I said, I think they're just going to have to change it up a little bit. Anyway, here's Dembélé out on that far side. He's moved back out there now. We're now in overtime of overtime. Koundé wants to whip it into the area, but again, Barcola couldn't control it. That's the half-time whistle here in Philadelphia. It's been all France, but they have not really troubled Paraguay at all. This is going to be a fascinating second period. Half-time here in Philadelphia. Arguably the favourites for the tournament are being held. They're being frustrated. And things are getting heated down there. And I'm not talking just about the weather. They trot off. Let's see what happens in the second half. But half-time here at the Philadelphia Stadium in this last 16 game. Paraguay 0, France 0. We'll be back in 15 minutes. You do not want to miss it.
Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match.
back to Orlando Gill. All downfield for him. It's the header. It's the silver bright sunshine. Lisa goes without it there. With the ball at rare time inside the French half. Then sends it back to the feet of Gustavo Velasquez. It's a poor ball play, but it's going to be a foul there. Albirroja down again. We have seen a lot of theatrics in this game, as you do sometimes see. Players running around like a poleaxed. It's all going into the psyche, the dark arts, trying to wind people up. Foul there, right. So it will be a free kick to Paraguay, and as I said, these are the moments, these are the chances that they have to take advantage of. These, realistically, are the only sort of times they're going to have any kind of threat in the French half. So Diego Gomez, Joaquin Albion, standing over this free kick, floats it into the side of the penalty area, long range, but it's headed away. Dembélé on this near side, maybe operate back to the shadows. Well, now Elise's gone down, holding his face. There's a foul on the referee's come across very quickly to admonish my player. He's certainly got his hands full this afternoon. He's detected chef, but he's taking absolutely no nonsense. And France now have it over on that far side in the bright sunshine. He's pulled out to the left side. It's Kobe, centre field. Good day. If anything, I think they needed to move the ball a little bit more quickly than they did in that first half to try and break down. So, here's Harry Coleman. Back to Coleman. They are moving it around much more quickly. Ball fed into the area, but Elise couldn't hold it up. And chip the ball downfield towards the halfway line. Ready, everybody back as we were inside the Paraguay half. Dispossessed this time. Again, Paraguay lost it straight away. Still inside their own half. France have it again. Elise on this near side, left with the edge of the penalty area. Rabiot again tries a long-range shot. Again, it goes over the bar. Left-footed effort from the senior line midfielder. He was pretty confident that that had taken a deflection off the foot of Andrés Cubas. Right in the middle. Referee is not convinced. It's a goal kick taken by Gill. Paraguay pick up that loose ball and they're inside the penalty area here, and that's the first time they've had a kind of an effort on goal from Miguel Almiron, and he's won a corner for his side. I think this is the first corner of the afternoon for Paraguay. Now this is probably their best chance of pinching a goal. It's good work from Almiron. Punch the ball inside the French half. Very rare that that's happened. Race downfield, it was pushed out wide. This is the best chance they've had. The delivery has to be good. This is how they got the goal against Germany. To speak to Galaza. So, Albirroja shielding his eyes from the sun with a bit of pitch that's got sun on it. Over on that far side. First corner for Paraguay. Ball whipped into the area. It's punched by Maignan, but only high up in the air. Headed back into the area. Now it's come back out to the edge here. Valakez, was he fouled by Upamecano? No, but it's gone out for a throw-in. Now Paraguay, somebody could throw this ball very long. Junior Alonso has got it. Can we get in the booming throw here? He's only got 5 seconds. In it comes, a long throw straight into the hands of Maignan, who very quickly launches it downfield. Now then, Mbappe's got him across round the back. Oh, but he's fluffed it. I think he's won a corner though. Caceres saying that it should be a handball against Mbappé. Well, the corner's been taken quickly. Get it to the byline. Shot goes into the side netting from Dembélé, who's changed his boots. The keeper came to shut him down. He's been fouled. Another Paraguay player's gone down. Well, amongst all that complaining, France took the corner quickly. They just rolled it along the byline. Yeah, that was clear. That was a handball from Mbappé, but he controlled it with his arm. That should not have been a corner. And the corner was taken very quickly indeed while Paraguay were not set. And it was played, rolled along the byline. And Dembélé, there's no way he could have got the ball in from there. Keeper came out. And it was Valakez who felt the brunt of that. And as Dembélé flew up in the air, he landed on top of Orlando Gill. Down receiving treatment, but that should not have been a corner. That was a handball from Mbappé, came off his forearm. It's the first time he's really got it round the back of this Paraguay defence. It was a quick release, as it always is from Maignan, downfield. How rapid Mbappé is. And maybe that's again what they've been kind of reduced to here, friends. You know, flowing, beautiful move. It was reduced there to route one from the keeper. Relying on the speed of Kylian Mbappé. Almost worked, but he definitely controlled that ball with his right forearm. And that should not have been a corner. So, unfortunately for Paraguay, it came with that corner. So two of their players got it in the box. Being their keeper. So, 53 minutes gone. Gill is back up on his feet now, places the ball on the 6-yard line. It is still Paraguay 0, France 0. Listening to independent studio-based off-tube commentary of this group, of this round of 16 day. And now that you can follow the match on the local regional national TV broadcast. Ukadi, over on the far side, plays the ball down that left flank for the run of Bradley Barcola. It's cleared the way back downfield by the ever-busy Juan Caceres. There's Upamecano inside the centre circle. Just now inside the Paraguay half. This is monumental. Shot here, and it's tipped over the bar. That's the first time. I think they've got one on target there, France. And it was Manu Kone, long-range shot, and it's tipped over the bar by Orlando Gill. The linesman here is stopping France taking a quick corner, much to their consternation. I'm not quite sure why. And that was heading in. He's tipped it over the bar beautifully there. Well, this is clever from Paraguay because they are encroaching the 10 yards. That is why the linesman is not allowing France to take the corner. That is clever. The corner comes into the near post, it's poor, it's cleared away downfield. And, at least they can't keep it in on this near side. That is actually quite naughty, but very clever play there from Paraguay. Figured out a way to stop France taking a quick corner there. One ball downfield. Upamecano wins it, and then Paraguay puts the ball back on halfway. Hold the ball up here, Galarza loses control of it, and the ball breaks for Saliba. Plays it right through the middle. Now France will look to break down this left-hand side. They have the ball now inside the area. They're going to get another corner. And then again there's protestations. As Barcola's ball into the box is blocked by Caceres. Comes in for another corner, and again they encroach, and again stop Dembélé from taking it quickly. 56 minutes gone. Dembélé with the ball over on the far left-hand side. Puts the ball into the air, and again it's poor. Blocked out of the air by Orlando Gill. Dembélé has had a poor game all round for me today. The ball was a bit woeful. His day can be devastating, but he is very hot and cold. And wide. The ball now, halfway line. This is Galarza. Chips it downfield looking for the run from Ousmane Dembélé, who can't get to it. Back is Diego Gomez. Spins the ball upfield. Nice flick round the corner from Albirroja, but again, Upamecano's there, but he's overrunning now. Then flick ball down this left-hand side on the turn, and Ciso can't keep it in play. He did well to get across initially, but he just couldn't quite keep it in. Goes out of play, throwing for a true comeback. Well, the first change incoming now for Paraguay. Jose Canale is one of the changes from the last game. Looks like it's going to be a straight swap for Omar Alderete, who has replaced him from the last game. The single man is down. And Jose Canale, Atletico Lunas, is the man to come onto the pitch here. Looking back at that excellent save there from that long strike from Kone. Excellent save from Orlando Gill. Well, he's back up on his feet, but he's going to be replaced here. Jose Canale. It's a straight swap, back five. Against the German side. So, 58 minutes gone here in Philadelphia. Last 16. France toiling here. 0-0 against Paraguay. They have virtually all the possession, but just cannot break them down. And they lose the ball there inside the Paraguay half. Had it pinched off in there. And it's Almiron again. He goes down. He's spending more time on the floor than a mop, is Miggy Almiron in this game. And France win it back. Here's Barcola on that left-hand side. Puts the burners on. Goes round his man into the edge of the area. And he's run off without the ball. Brilliant defending there from Caceres. Just blocked it off, and that was a little bit of flair there from Bradley Barcola. Brilliant turn of pace. Drifted in on the left-hand side of that penalty area. Now Enciso tussling away there with Saliba. He wins the throw and takes it quickly. Kone has come the closest. Allowed to trot the way deep into the Paraguay half as they retreat back into their two backs. Well, again, this is Dembélé on this near side, back and forth to Upamecano, and Upamecano once more every France midfield player deep inside the Paraguay half. Oh dear, that was Barcola there, worked it onto his right foot, tried a shot from 30 yards, and it was more like a rugby conversion. It was that high over the bar, just got under the ball there. And now Ciso is down, he says that he can't carry on. Thrown himself into the ground, he's had so little to work with this afternoon. So Paraguay are going to make another change here, and it's going to be Gustavo Caballero of Portsmouth. England, of course. So, Enciso, Strasbourg striker. Brighton, of course, makes his way off. Gustavo Caballero. Now Didier Deschamps is going to make his first change, and it's going to be Barcola, who is on the yellow card. And look who's coming on now. What a bench this is. He's bringing on now his PSG teammate Desiré Doué. Supremely talented, unbelievably quick. Maybe he can unlock this conundrum that is this Paraguay side. Goes out for a goal kick. Goal kick to France. It's purely because Paraguay are not pressing, so he can just play it short already. That's well defended by straight to the feet of halfway line. Saliba to his left hand side. Plays a lovely ball towards the byline. He just kept it in play, but intercepted by Gomez. A cheeky back heel there. It's cleared away downfield for another France throw over on that far side. Well, actually, it's going to be a Paraguay throw. 62 minutes gone. I'm still in the belief that maybe someone like Mateta to come on and be a holding target man, Mbappé to play off. It might just be the option to maybe try and break this. Just got to change it up, try something different. At the moment, it's a bit stultified here, and they've lost the ball again, defending inside the Paraguay half. And again, just chip downfield with hope rather than expectation to find Caballero. He doesn't get to it. Let's have it once again here on the halfway line. Saliba. Now that's his far left-hand side. Desiré Doué comes across on his right foot, but he's fouled, but the referee says play on. Here's Koundé. Elise on this near side. Double up on him again, forcing him to turn and head back the other way. The ball to the edge of the area, but they just can't get it through the gaps. And it's chipped downfield by Paraguay. Well, that was poor. Straight to Upamecano. It's going to come straight back at them here. Another long-range shot, and again, it's miles wide and over the bar from Mbappé. And that's what they're reduced to at the moment. The frustration continues to build. And, said it's they're going to change this up. They'll keep going with what they're doing here, because at the moment they're struggling to break down the stubborn Paraguay outfit. This is Koundé on halfway, 64 minutes on the clock. Doué on the side. This is all the France players just drifting around, they're not sticking in positions, just trying to mix things up here. This is Desiré Doué on this far left hand side, but again he's been doubled up on. Saliba, Chacone, the French player again inside the Paraguay half. Dembélé again, pass is blocked. Floats it into centre field, but that's brilliantly intercepted by Gomez, but it's going to come straight back at them again. This is Doué now, Trying to ghost into the area, and he does a little drop of the shoulder, and he's gone down in the area, but the referee not interested. And now Almiron will break downfield. Has he got the legs here? He's trying to chase it. He's knocked it past Saliba, but Saliba's recovered and gets to it first. And Almiron, yeah, he's overexerted himself there, and he's gone down. The referee, is he going to stop him here? Sure. And did brilliantly. He just overexerted him well. And also, Doué went down in the area. Oh, that's a penalty. That is a penalty all day long. Diego Gomez stuck out a leg there. The irony is Doué's going away from the goal. That is a clear penalty. Now, I wonder if VAR will look at this, because that for me is a pen. There's no two ways about it. The Ceres, yeah, it is. It's going up to VAR. The Paraguay players are trying to convince the referee that it was a dive, but I can assure you, Dembélé do it. Yeah, it's going over to the screen, and this is not going to work out well for Paraguay. And France finally broken their resistance. So, oh, they've got to get the decision, and then of course they've got to convert the penalty. But the ref coming over to the screen, that is a clear penalty for me. Sticks out his left leg there, Diego Gomez. And that is a clear foul on Dembélé doing inside the penalty area. It's as clear as day. This is a penalty. There's no two ways about it for me. The referee is still looking at it. Now he turns away. He will come onto the pitch now. And he will make his decision. He'll talk it over his microphone, blows his whistle, makes the sign of the screen. Now he's informing the crowd here of his decision. And it is a penalty. Yeah, there you go. Diego Gomez, head in hands, but he knew. He knew. And Dembélé Doué, not been on the field long. Bit of trickery coming in from that left-hand side, cut into the penalty area. And Gomez, they've worked so hard, Paraguay. Just a lazy leg there. Well, Gustavo Alfaro was gesturing it was a dive, but I can assure you it wasn't. So, chance now for France. Well, as you can see, well, as you can't see, some Paraguay players surrounding the penalty spot. This is totally unnecessary. The referee telling them to go away in no uncertain terms. They're not doing, they're still there. They're going to get in trouble here if they don't get out of there quickly. And they're still there. Galaza still arguing the toss. And now Valaquez getting involved. Well, Valaquez there, I've just seen he was trying to scuff up, he actually scuffed up the penalty spot with his boot while the referee had his back to him. That is bang out of order. And now Orlando Gill is standing on the penalty spot, right up in the face of Kylian Mbappé. But that was awful, that from Valaquez. I don't think the referee saw it. Somebody must have seen it, but he stamped on the penalty spot there, trying to rough it up. That's disgraceful. I'm sorry, but it is. Now Mbappé stands over this, and now the Paraguay players have encroached into the area yet again. Almiron. Mbappe's just trying to block it all out. It's just delay after delay. This is naughty from Paraguay, but it's deliberate. Now Mbappé, little stutter, steps up, buries it in the bottom right-hand corner, and Kylian Mbappé has given France the lead. He has taken 70 minutes to break down the South American side. They knew it was going to be tough today, and Mbappé there blocking everything out. Paraguay were trying everything they could, scuffing up the spot, surrounding the referee, and Mbappé adds to his collection of goals already in this World Cup. France have the lead here in Philadelphia from the penalty spot, sent the keeper the wrong way and calmly slotted it into the bottom right-hand corner to give France the lead. Finally, they break them down. Mbappé adds to his tally in this competition. And he raises his arms. Well, this will be interesting now. How will Paraguay respond? Diego Gomez, the man responsible, he's been withdrawn. And Mauricio Prado is going to come on for him. And we're also going to see Gabriel Avelos of Independiente. And it's the 7th goal, by the way, for Mbappé. And Miggy Almiron comes off for Avelos. He's just run himself into the ground there, Almiron. French fans bouncing up and down now. Kylian Mbappé, 7 goals already in this World Cup for the French captain. Moves to the top of the list. How will Paraguay respond now? They have to come out of their shell a little bit here. And that will play into France's hands. Here is Velázquez, long clearance downfield. Looking for the run here of Portsmouth's Caballero. Headed back though by Upamecano into the hands of Maignan. And releases the ball quickly to defeat Gill. Sort of shaft. Complete shell. Another foul comes in here. This time on Rabiot. Well, now Paraguay player's gone down. We are going to get the water break now. The Paraguay player's gone down in back play, claiming that he was something went on between him and Mbappé, and now it's all kicking off again as they go over to the technical area for drinks. And Paraguay here, there's some real housery going on here. They're pushing and shoving, really trying to get under the skin of these French players, and they're having to be held back here. I'm not impressed with some of the behaviour of the Paraguay players, I have to say. Particularly that nonsense with the penalty spot. We are trying to get under France's skin. There is a lot of theatrics and diving going on, and again we just had another bout of pushing and shoving there as the players make their way towards the technical area for the hydration break. And this game is very much on the knife edge in terms of, it's almost like a powder keg waiting to explode. Paraguay have not taken kindly to going behind, but I'm afraid it was a penalty. Mbappé shuts out all the noise to net his 7th goal in this competition. Give France the lead here in Philadelphia. To be patient. Like I said, it's going to be very interesting now, because Paraguay have to now throw a bit of caution to the wind. They want to get back into this game. Ultimately, they know that they've been exposed to the French counter-attack, which is lethal. But they've nothing to lose now. They have to go for it. Once they lose 4 and there's 1-0. So they have to just give it everything now. It's fun water in Philadelphia. France. They have to keep their heads, because Paraguay are really trying to rile them here. their stride. Once or twice, French players have reacted. So here we go, final 15 minutes. It's a late migration break. The referee, I think, has done a really good job. It's been a difficult game to referee. Has got very nasty at times, and there's a lot of diving, fakery, and dark arts going on. Anyway, ball chipped all the way back to the feet of Orlando Gill. This is Dale up in the corner. Dembélé is near side. There's a back to Gill. Floated out on the corner now to that far side, but can't find Bleus. It's headed away by Gustavo Velasquez. Again, Paraguay just can't make the ball stick in the French half. And now Bleus comes down his left-hand side. Ball into Mbappé, who's tried to... Well, he's gone down again there. A lot of Mbappe's now diving around. He won the ball, then he fouled Caceres, gave away the free kick, and then he's saying Caceres was lashed back. So it was a huge shove in the back. That was a definite foul from Mbappé. Yeah, he stuck out a leg there, Caceres, and he's kicked Mbappé on the shin. This is going to be a red card. Yeah, he's clearly lashed out there. There's not much in it in terms of force, and Mbappé does make the most of it. Well, I'm amazed at that. I'm amazed at that. When you saw how David Beckham was sent off when Simeone went down, that was just the same as that. He stuck out his leg and he put his studs down his shin. And he's not even been booked for it. He had a little error before, but Mbappe's now on 7 goals, so is Lionel Messi at the age of 49. So the goats have come out to play, haven't they, in this competition? Messi on the top of the golden boot chanting. Just looking back here, while the referee was distracted again now, there is Velasquez roughing up the penalty spot with his studs. That's despicable. It really is. And, admiration for Paraguay for sticking in this game and frustrating France, but some of their behaviour in this game has left a lot to be desired, I have to say. That in particular, really poor. But 1-0, they're still in this. 78.5 minutes. Here's Galasi, he's into centre field. Serves. They have it on halfway. A little bit of possession here, Paraguay. They haven't seen this much often. France, this time, choosing to sit back and allow them to have this is probably the longest period of possession they've had. Ball chipped down towards the edge of the box, it's flipped over the top and headed out for a throw-in to... Oh, surely that's a throw-in to Paraguay. Surely that's a throw-in to Paraguay. He's given it to France. Well, is he changing his mind? Yes, I think he has. Sense has been seen. Junior Alonso, the long throw will take this. These are the opportunities that Paraguay have to try and create something from. So here we go again. Let's tell me how one of these went straight into the arms of Jaime. Well, another France player's gone down in the area, rolling around now, clutching his face. It is going to be a free. It's up at Meccano has gone down. And I think France are now saying, if you're going to do this, then we'll do it back. But it is becoming ridiculous now. Yeah, there was an elbow in his chest there, a little nudge from Gabriel Avalos. It's like a rapid elbow into the chest. deliberate, but again, Upamecano made the most of it. But again, Paraguay really not helping themselves here with this, these tactics. You know, they're not helping themselves at all. Free kick, Monumental takes it edge of his own penalty area, launches it long downfield, and Dembélé can't get it within this near side. Paraguay throw halfway inside the right half on this near side. Into the final 10 minutes at normal time. Paraguay 0, France 1. You're listening to an independent studio-based offshoot commentary of this last 16 game. And remember, you can follow this match on your local, regional, national TV broadcast. Good job, guys. Thank you for listening so far. Oh, that's a bad foul there. That is a pretty hefty one. It's a yellow card. I think it's Manu Kone. Really heavy tackle there. This game is boiling over now. Yeah, it's a bad one. It's on Juan Casares, who's not exactly a choir boy himself. So Kone goes up to the referee's notebook. Free kick to Paraguay. Just inside the France half again. Prado, free kick down towards the edge of the area, headed into the box, but it's too hard and sails into the arms of Mike Marnier, who gathers it in and rolls the ball out from the edge of his area to Prado. They've won a free kick here, Paraguay. Or have they? No, the referee says that was another dive, so carry on. We're going to see that a lot from Paraguay. They're going to try and win free kicks because they know it's probably the only opportunity they will have to try and get a goal back. So be aware of that. Down. That's exactly what we're doing. Are reluctant to press. So France will survive on the press. They're just not going to cross our back four. It's our measure. Elise. This is Mbappé. Beautiful little flip there. Sideways back heel. Now Elise cuts in field, going right down the middle, but he's been dispossessed there by Prado. As the captain, the long ball downfield, and then another foul, but the referee says he will play advantage, and then another foul. And again, Paraguay just not doing themselves any favours because they need a goal, and they're just, you know, they're playing into France's hands here. Dembélé is going to come off for Manchester City's Rayon Cherki. Again, a sign of the unbelievable squad that France have. Been ineffectual, Dembélé today. Amazed he's gone as long as he has in this game. City's Rayon Cherki working on the final 6 minutes plus stoppages to add a bit of freshness and guile down this right hand flank. So Doué, over the far side again, doubling up and he's going to throw it. Into Gustavo Velasquez. Throw back down into the French half. Press because they have to win the ball back. They've got to do something. Running out of time here. Now this is Doué coming down this left hand side. It's a floated ball out to here. So this is Cherki, edge of the area. Elise to Cherki. Elise again. Just short passes between the two. 4 short passes between them there. And then Matthias Gallarza, he's a bit of a naughty boy, isn't it? And again, he left a late one on there. Referee's a player. I think he's just not. The referee's just not allowing Paraguay to turning away from it, so yeah, whatever. Let's just play on. Here is Chirk on this near side. Here again, they double up. So it's about to Kunde. This is Adlin Abion. From the left-hand side. Paraguay throw, short to the halfway line. Side. Got to get a move on here. 85, almost 86 minutes gone here in Philadelphia. Probably about 3 minutes of added time, so they've got around about 7 or 8 minutes here, Paraguay, to come up with something. They've not troubled once in this game. Throw, edge of the area, flick on header. Now then, squared across the edge of the box, shot comes in, first shot they've had, but it's been dragged wide of the right-hand post. It dropped to the edge of the penalty area on that left-hand side. And it was Junior Alonso, left-footed volley. It's horribly wide there. Ticking down Paraguay's World Cup. They'll have been thrilled to get this far, claiming the scalp of Germany. They are a team of limited ability, and Kone's gone down now. They play, they cut the cloth accordingly. It's that again, Galasa. They just backed into Kone there when he was in mid-air. 87 minutes gone. France running about 5 or 6 minutes away from booking their place in the quarter-final stage. Boy, have they been made to work hard for this. Giving their fluent best, but they've not been allowed to be. He's taking a penalty. Kylian Mbappé has made the difference. It's got to back here now. It's just haven't threatened France goal at all. There's just not really been a sense of urgency to get back into this game. They have a throw there, which is taken quickly. They have it on halfway. Here's Canaro. But again, he's dithering on the ball. Galasa. They're going to be walking around with it here, Paraguay. You've literally got 5 minutes played back into their own half now. This is that the case. Side that lose the ball. That was a complete waste. Now France get the ball downfield now. Mbappé will run at them here on the turn. Gets the shot in and it's punched away there by Gill out to this near side. Not straight at him. It's getting in by Elise. And again France just slow it down. To just see this game out. It's almost as if they've accepted their fate here, which is, it's odd. They just look like a beaten team here now. They're not interested in it. Nobody's pressing. They're sitting back. France have just got the ball on the back four. They actually can't believe. Passes completed. Here's one for you. 474 by France. 94. Tells its own story. Ball went back at the feet of inside the final minute of normal time. And that clearance downfield is intercepted on halfway by Paraguay, but the long ball back downfield, easily defended. But now they're in the second header. Chance here. Shot comes in. It's the first one that he's had to save, but he couldn't get any power on it there, Mauricio Prado. And it's taken 89.5 minutes for Paraguay to get a shot on target. It's kind of volleyed into the ground. It was a comfortable save in the end for Moynihan. The clearance downfield goes out for a Paraguay throw on this near side. Gustavo Olafo is barking on as well. That's going to be a foul, is it? No, the referee says play on. Prado gets the ball into the area. Not the most convincing clearance. It's cleared nonetheless. And it's the second ball. And then Junior Alonso gets the ball back there for the deflection of Churki. Paraguay down this near side. Prado whips a ball into the area. It's headed out. Now France will look to bring it away. Big chance now on the counter. Mbappé roaring down that left side. He gets the ball from Elise. Can they put this to bed now? Tries the shot, it's blocked and cleared away by Elise. Wow, I've just seen that we have got 10 minutes of added time. I have literally no idea where that's all come from. We had a 3 or 4 minute water break. There have been a few little, but I think obviously, yeah, we had the VAR, the penalty, where that seemed to take an eternity. And we've had a few fouls. And again, Gallarza with another foul. I'm amazed he's still on the pitch, quite frankly. That's another nasty one in the back of Michael Elise. Sliding, cleaned him out from behind. I said it, referee, how we've still got 22 players out there is incredible. It is a free kick to France, halfway inside the Paraguay half. 1-0, they lead. 90 seconds of the added 10 already got. France take it short to the side. There, this is Rayan Churki, this near side. Get away from Gallarza. Doesn't get away though from Canale. There was a clearance downfield for Caballero to chase. Upamecano, he almost made a mistake there. He still has the ball, shielding it from Portsmouth. He's pulling the shirt off Caballero there, and it's getting very physical. Kunde clears it downfield. The manager is getting very agitated down there. It's because the free kick's been given to France. It should have been the other way around. Didier Deschamps, the technical area, is telling his players to keep it calm. Take this free kick inside the penalty area. Downfield. That is interesting, puts it out of play. So almost 3 minutes gone at the added 10. Still Paraguay 0, France 1 here in Philadelphia. 7 minutes away from the quarterfinals. It's been a struggle for them in the state of Pennsylvania this afternoon. They're going to get the job done. Here's Rayan Churki now, gets in the ball to, he's won a corner on this near side. Trying to get it around the back there. So a corner for France, and they had one for a while. They had a load in the first one. Oh, it's actually is it a corner or is it a throw? It is a corner. Again, the Paraguay players encroaching, and again, Elise complaining to the linesman, and again, the linesman telling them to back off. I don't like this from Paraguay. It's really poor sportsmanship. But they've won the ball here. That France player's gone down again in back play, off the ball. And the ball cleaned downfield. It's gone, well, who is it this time? It's Jules Koundé. Holding the side of his face. Is this game ever going to end? Mbappé comes across. Again, we're going to have to look to see what happened here off the ball. Koundé on the way. It's Gallarza again. He stuck his hand in his face. He did that to Mbappé in the first half when he sort of chopped him. And I don't think anything's going to come of it again. But, you know, the Paraguay bench getting involved. it is a throw into Paraguay when all's said and done. It's going to be a booming throw from Junior Alonso. What can they do with it this time? Flick on header, but it's cleared away by Saliba. This game not done yet. This is Canale. Tries to play it up to the edge of the area. Flick on header now. It's headed back. Now and Maignan almost spilt that. Well, he did spill it. He just recovered it at the feet of Gustavo Caballero. Just looking a bit nervous here, France. I'm absolutely staggered that Matías Galazzi is still on the pitch. He has been a really bad boy in this game. A little bit of thuggery going on all the way through it. Now then, long ball downfield. Now France can hit on the counter here. They've got space on this side. Doué squares it back to Mbappé. Gets it on his left foot, shoots, gets the rebound, and it's saved again by Gill. It's brilliant double save there from Orlando Gill. Oh, France on the counter, which of course is going to happen now. But they've lost the ball on halfway. Foul comes in by Olise, and again it's Galazza, and again, now he's gone down, Galazza holding his face. That ridiculous behaviour. Yellow card comes out for Olise, but again, and now Mbappe's come across to the referee saying, I can't believe you booked Olise for that. This fella's been doing it all game, and it's the Oscar there for Matías Galazza. I have to say he's properly getting on my nerves now with his behaviour. Yeah, that's ridiculous. He wasn't. Olise just grabbed his shirt and he went down holding his face, and the referee's fallen for it. Free kick goes into the France area, but it's cleared away, hooked downfield. But they're still at it. Olise gets booked, which is utterly ridiculous. And again, it's all centred round Atlanta United's Matías Galazza, who's been nothing short of a disgrace in this game, I have to say. The way he's conducted himself. They've got themselves a corner there. 7.5 minutes of the added 10 gone. Another rare chance from a corner. French hearts will be beating fast now. And now another! And it's Galazza again. He's gone down in the penalty area, holding his face. And the French players have just stood around him laughing. It's just ridiculous behaviour from this guy. He is properly getting on my nerves now. It's just ridiculous the way he's carrying on. Corner comes in, plucked out of the air by Maignan. And like me, if you are a neutral watching this, you kind of think, well, you know what? You don't deserve anything out of this Paraguay. The way some of these players have behaved in this game is a disgrace. And him in particular has been a disgrace. Anyway, France have it down this left-hand side. Trying to get him round the back. It's another foul. This time by Caceres. Has a wry smile. Mbappé has an even bigger smile. And now Galazza getting involved again. But Mbappé there, a little step over. But yeah, that was a clear foul by Caceres. They are smiling at each other. They've had a real tussle all afternoon. They see the funny side of it. But that's okay. But for me, Galazza's just a nasty player. Really. And again here he's barging on Mbappé, and Mbappé again is just laughing at him. He's laughing at him, then he shoves, then Galazza shoves him. And then Mbappé, they're having words with each other. Mbappe's just laughing in his face. I love that from Kylian Mbappé. He's not getting involved with him at all. And now again, the Paraguay defenders just surrounding Mbappé, grabbing his shirt, and France having over in that far corner. They're just trying to run the clock down. They've lost it now. The French player goes down. This is all getting a bit silly now. France have still got it with Doué, but he loses possession. Then Prado goes down. That's going to be. I think the referee deserves a lie down after this. It's a free kick for Paraguay. We have literally got 2 seconds remaining of the added 10. We're now in overtime of overtime. And Paraguay need to get the free kick again. Mbappe's complaining that Orlando Gill has put the ball down about 10 yards further up the pitch than he should have done. That's the full-time whistle. Excuse me. Finally, the game is done. Paraguay put up a real fight. They were stubborn. They were so stubborn. And I'm not surprised that it's sort of all come to a bit of a melee in the middle of the pitch. They've been a disgrace, really, for a lot of this game. The behaviour has left a great deal to be desired. Even the backroom staff now having a go at the referee. They have really let themselves down today. They've made it so difficult for France in this game, but it was ultimately a VAR decision to give the penalty. It was a clear foul on Desiré Doué, whose penalty is Kylian Mbappé, whose penalty has decided this game. The French players have had enough now. They've gone over to their fans and are celebrating. Paraguay